Hello everybody, I want to talk about breakaway rooms or subrooms or private rooms featured in SetShare, which is a very interesting addition. You can get it from the lobby if you're a moderator. If you're a moderator in one or several rooms, there is this icon which is going to appear. It's called Operations Center. I'm going to click on it. Operations Center has this interface where you can have one or several rooms next to each other. I currently have test one room open, but if I want to open a second room here, I can click here in join rooms. Then it's going to give me a list of rooms I can join where I'm a moderator. I'm going to keep into this single room here. You can see in this room I have listed all the guys who are online or offline who ever been in this room. So I'm online, I'm in bold. These guys who are grayed out, they have been visiting this room before, but they are currently offline. So up on top here, I can leave the room with this X. This is the name of the room. And this next slider is for monitor, which means I can choose which room to talk into. As I'm a moderator, I can be in several rooms at the same time, but I can only talk to one. And if I click this on, you can see that the surrounder on my name goes green when I'm talking. It also goes gray when I'm quiet. But if I turn this off, it goes red as I'm muted. Here I can search the users if there are several users. And here I can sort the users in automatic or custom. And this is the create invite, which looks very similar or identical to the create invite button in the main room, but there is a little twist to it. So here you can see all of these guys. And this is the name of the person. Here you can select a separate layout for that person. So this is a very convenient way to switch several people to different layouts. In the next here, these three icons are familiar from the main interface. This is update permissions. This is global mute. And this is priority speaker. Now you can see if I global mute other guys, they turn red, so I can very easily tell who's not talking, who can't talk. In the next part here, there is some troubleshooting tools. So this icon means I'm publishing audio into this room. And this icon means I'm publishing video in this room. And this means I'm muted because of this. So that's all pretty straightforward. But what else I can do is I can select several people. And now I can, for these four guys, I can change the layout at the same time for all of them. So that's a very efficient way to do a group of changes without changing the main layout in the main window. Also, I can group mute them, or I can make them a priority speaker as a group, or I can kick these users out. I can also take some membership priorities away. But what is very interesting here is I can create a new room with this button. This new room, it's going to be a breakout room, so a sub room of this parent room. The parent room is going to be test one, and I can make a breakout room. I can make this room a persistent room, which means it's going to stay, or a non-persistent room by default, which means if there is no activity for an hour, it's going to close itself. So I'm going to do this a non-persistent room, and I'm going to call it test one breakout. Now I'm going to call it director's room. So we're going to make a private room for the director and some other people to talk. And this room is empty. I'm as a moderator, I'm into it. I'm as a moderator, I'm in it already. But I can select these guys, for example, these two, and I can tell them to go in the director's room. I can also create a new room only with these selected participants, but because I've already created that room, I can just tell them to go to the director's room. And this is like they're walking from the set into the director's tent. whoever is in one room, these 4 guys and these 2 guys plus the moderator, they can only talk among themselves. So this guy can't hear this guy. However, all of these rooms can have the same layout, and all of these rooms can receive the same streams. So camera streams go into this room and go into this room. So just imagine this is the set monitor and this is the director stand, and I'm going to put these 2 guys in a new room, which we're gonna call producer stand. So now you can see I have free room. I have the main room, which is test 1. I have producer stand. I have director's room. So now I have these 3 rooms, and they can all see the cameras, but they can only talk among themselves. But if this person tells me, who I'm listening, tells me, please move to the director's room, I want to tell him something or her something, I can do this. Move Attila to director's room. It's here. They can talk, they finish their talk, and then he can go back to the producer stand. So this is exactly as on a film set. You have several tents where it's somewhat separated. You can walk into one, you can talk to the persons there, you can look at the monitors there, then you walk into the other tent or outside to the main set area, and you will be heard by all the guys there. And this is where the invitation button here becomes important, because you can pre-create these rooms, and when I click here, this participant is going to be invited into the producer stand already. He's not going to come into the main room. I don't have to manually move him over here. He's going to arrive here directly. So this way I can build my tents or rooms before the start, and I can arrange the invitations that everybody arrives in their pre-selected room. And after them, if they have to talk to another room or a participant of another tent, I can move them over. And I wanted to show you something else. So I logged in with a second user with my phone here. It's actually the same user, but on 2 devices. So if I open this user, I can see the preview window from their camera. I can change their video quality, so I can look into any user, even if I'm in the operations center, not in the main room. And I can also see some of their network stats, if they have lost any network packets, and what their upload and download bitrate is. And since this phone here is only sending video now, so it's only uploading about 2.5 megabits of video, I don't have any streams open on it, so it doesn't download anything very particularly high data rates, and its network utilization is down to 0, so that's fine. I can close it back on. If there would be more users here, I would be able to open all of those guys' videos, and I can change their data rates and look at their stats.